What is up, everyone? Today I'm going to show you how to get an awesome reflection in After Effects. So the first step is you're going to have to go onto Google and find a photo that looks like this, something like this. This is a photo of a concrete floor. We just want a tiny bit of contrast in colors here that is seen because this is, it looks like it's been used. It's been out in the open for a while. It doesn't look new. This is kind of the look we're going for. And now let's open up After Effects here. Let's create a new composition. I'm going to put mine at 4K, which is 3840 by 2160, and rename this. You actually don't really have to rename it at all. Make sure the background color is black. It just makes it a lot easier to focus. Click OK. And here we go. So here's our background layer. Let's bring this up to fit. There we go. First thing we're going to do here is open our floor texture image. Just drag it in there. When this is selected, you can hit S on your keyboard to adjust the scale. It doesn't really matter how low resolution this image is, unless it's like crazy low resolution, like you can see the pixels. This one's like 650 by 700, so nothing close to high quality, but it will do the job. So select this here. Let's tick on the 3D layer button, and then click it and press R. And let's mess around with the X rotation a bit. I like this. So now I'm going to click S again, go back to scale, bring this way up, and then R again, and I'm going to mess with the rotation a bit. This part's kind of crucial, so make sure you have something that looks sort of like this. And let's save the project. Save it as whatever you want, just in case something happens, your computer breaks down and you lose everything. That would be kind of sucky. So here is what we have right now. Let's go to the effects and preset panel and let's type in curves. Right here, drag it onto the image, and we're going to play with the brightness. We're going to try to make it quite a bit lower here. Maybe not that low. That looks pretty good. I like that. Next step is going to be to grab our text tool up in the corner here, and let's change the font size, something way bigger, and then type something, whatever you want to be reflected. I'll type reflection for the purposes of this video. Let me drag this to the center position, up the font size, and I like that right there. Looks pretty good. I'm going to change the color as well to kind of ice blue. A bit brighter than that. I like this right here. Alright, so this is kind of going to be reflected onto this surface. It's a pretty complicated procedure, but I will try to explain it to you as simply as possible so that you can follow along. The next step is going to be to select our reflection layer, go to the effects and presets, and type in glow. Now there's different types of glow in After Effects. This is the default glow. It's good. It'll do the job, but I have a custom glow preset that I downloaded. I'll try to drop a link in the description if I can find it. I don't really remember how to install it. I installed it a while ago. It wasn't too hard though. So you can use either of these two, but Perfect Glow V2 is obviously going to give you a perfect result if used properly. So drag this onto the reflection layer. You'll notice it get a bit brighter. So what we want to focus on here is Perfect Glow main. Don't mess with any of these extensions. Just focus on the main. So we can alter these glow settings. It gets very bright very fast with this. So I'm going to drag up the intensity. You don't want the glow radius to be too big, or else it'll kind of spread to places that we don't want it to be. And we don't want it too much that you can't really clearly see the edges of your text. So I kind of like this right here. So next step is going to be to tick the eye icon so that we can't see that anymore. Go back to your reflection layer. I'm going to right click it. And actually before we do that, we're going to duplicate it. So select it and press Control D. This will make a second copy of it. Let's bring this down here. Actually, we want to switch the position on these two. I think. Yeah, okay, so drag reflection 2 down to the bottom. There we go. So this will be better. So on reflection 2, the one that's lower down, we're going to right click, transform, flip vertical. Now this is what's going to make all the difference. This is what's going to make it look realistic. Let's tick this eye icon back on. And let me drag this up a bit more. I like this right here. So this is kind of an outline of what our reflection is going to look like when it's done. So at this point, I'd go ahead and do a click save. On our floor texture, so this floor down here, we're going to right click, pre-compose, move all attributes into the new composition, and click OK. We're also going to tick this little sun, it kind of looks like a sun button. And we're also going to make that a 3D layer. And we don't really need this right now, so let's tick it off again. Click new adjustment layer next. We're going to drag this in between both of our text layers right here. This is going to be our reflection. Make sure that this is a 3D layer, like so. And then we're going to go up to the effects panel. When that is selected, we're going to click blur sharpen and compound blur. Blur layer is going to be the floor texture. And then let's move this guy down a tad, like so. Go back to our reflection layer, and we are going to alter this setting until we start seeing the floor texture come back. So this is what we're left with, a pretty realistic looking reflection. And that was pretty easy to make. You could obviously animate all this stuff. It'd be a bit harder, but this is a foundation that I feel is pretty important for digital design because it just looks sick and it will impress people. Obviously the layer below it, you can literally just move it around. Nothing's gonna happen. You know, it's a really good way to make a fake reflection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below what you think I should do next, and I will try to reply as much as I can. And until next time, I'll see you guys.